Again to the Hala Legionov for the evening session of boxing here at the 2021 Youth Men's and Women's World Boxing Championships.
Salcedo Monos Gisele Nicole.
Women already making their way towards the boxing ring for this opening bout, which will start in women's flyweight 51 kilograms. We've got action from the women's featherweight, women's lightweight, men's light fly, and men's super heavyweight in this 13 bout session of boxing here, the third session of Kielce 2021. The first contest features boxers from Poland and Spain. Gisele Salcedo, the Spanish representative, operating out of the blue corner. We've got judges from India, Italy, Croatia, Ukraine, and Scotland scoring this one, the 10-point must system in effect.
India, Judge 2 Italy, Judge 3 Croatia, Judge 4 Ukraine, Judge 5 Scotland, Referee Irsaliev Mukash,
Saliev from Kyrgyzstan, the referee.
Round one.
So we're underway then. 3 3-minute rounds in the women's 51 kilogram flyweight division. Between boxers from Poland and Spain. The boxer wearing red is the home representative, Alexis Kubicka. Actually born in Edmonton in Canada, but representing Poland here. She's looking to start quickly against Gisele Salcedo of Spain. So on the front foot and landing with a good right hand and another one which rocks the head back of Salcedo. Blistering start by Kubicka in the opening minutes of this first round. One of the full strength squad as she goes downstairs to the body, finding her range terrifically in the opening bout of this evening session. And again, even though there's no crowd in attendance here, the AIBA Youth World Boxing Championships being contested in COVID-safe conditions, but the prospect of competing on a home stage for Polish boxers like Kubicka, well, it can really raise their game, and she has come out fired up and full of fight in the opening half of this first round. Salcedo hasn't really got herself into the contest yet, looking to back up, but looking to box off the back foot, but being backed up and picked off by effective pot shotting from Kubicka. Attempted flurry from Salcedo, not really finding the range. She did get through the final right hand of that flurry, but almost exclusively on the back foot here. So good exchange, but again, it's the final word going to the boxer in red. She's looking to initiate the exchanges, and more often than not is getting the better of them through the opening 2 minutes of this round. Again, Salcedo looking to score with her own bent arm shots, showing good movement around the ring, but when she's attempting to hold her feet and stand her ground, she's being backed up by the effective aggression of Kubicka. Kubicka looking to bulldoze her way forwards once again. right-hander serves Salcedo well, but the more success, the more notable and indeed greater volume of success has come from the boxer in red. Hitting on the break is a rather, well, it's an illegal tactic. Nice punch picking from Kobiecka. She did walk into a stiff single shot, but the overwhelming volume of punches landed during the course of that exchange coming from Kobiecka, who is electing to remain on her feet in the interval between rounds 1 and 2. And taking the first round across the board, all 5 of the scoring judges scoring in favor of Alexis Kobiecka. Very good opening round from her as we take a look at some of the action from the first 3 minutes. She came out blazing on the sound of the bell. Real accuracy behind some of her work. Right hand was an effective shot for her, that one there in particular. Salcedo did get into the contest the more it went on.
Seconds out, please.
But 10-9 across the board in favor of the boxer in red.
Round 2.
So into the second round then. Kobiecka bobbing and weaving her way forwards, looking for that left hook, but the left hook attempted upstairs was parried effectively by Salcedo. So tucking up tightly is Salcedo, but you can see her attempted right hand not thrown with the speed or ferocity of that of Kobiecka. Just off the mark there with her attempted hooks is Kobiecka. That's a good right hand. She was countered by a left and another one, Kobiecka. Salcedo looking to stand her ground and score with counters. Kobiecka, reigning national champion of Poland, having prevailed at 51 kilograms last year. And in the European Youth Championships, well, she occupied top place on the podium in that Continental Championships as well in Budva in Montenegro. So a terrific 2020 for her. And looking to replicate that success here on the global stage at a home championships. She's been boxing terrifically so far. Again, Salcedo trying to score with her own pecking, poking punches. But she's been in danger of being overwhelmed here by the almost incessant forward movement of Kobiecka. Coming forward now, trying to lure her opponent into leading off and just demonstrating the control that she's exerting on this contest, hanging out her chin just a few moments ago, avoiding the shots that came in her direction, and now getting onto the front foot and looking to unload on Salcedo. Exchange of jabs, but the heavier left-hand lead came from the woman in red. Nice left hand landed upstairs by Salcedo. So closing seconds of the third and final round, excuse me, of the second round. Again, Salcedo just trying to get a foothold in this contest. But that similar in many respects to the first. And Salcedo had moments of success, but the more sustained success and the woman making the contest on terms that she is dictating is Kobiecka from Poland in the red corner. Well, two of the judges liking the work of Kobiecka so much that it's been scored 10-8. Again, in AIBA boxing, that doesn't mean a knockdown has occurred, as is the convention in professional boxing. It just means that she is a clear winner, and I don't think there's any doubt about that. 10-9 for the other three judges.
Miej kontrolę. Kiedy pamiętaj, jak ona się przyzwyczai do krótkich ciosów. Czyli do długiego. Ostatnia runda. Mocna koncentracja. A jeżeli...
Round 3.
So into the third and final round then. Nice start from Gisele Salcedo. That's the most eye-catching success she has had, but then there's a solid left hand landed, which again was the strongest shot in that exchange. It was landed by Kobiecka. But Salcedo landed with her own scoring shots as well. Salcedo, 19 years of age, plenty of success domestically in the junior ranks. Where she took junior national titles in Spain in 2017 and 2018. Competed at the European Junior Championships, finishing as a quarter-finalist in Montenegro. And boxing, very much part of her bloodline, because her father was an Olympic boxer. And who knows whether that will be in the future. She takes a hard double right hand, body then head, but who knows whether that will be in the future of Gisele Salcedo. All of these tournaments that we've been mentioning are domestic success, their appearance on the continental stage, all stepping stones to get to the grand senior global stage, provided by the AIBA World Championships and the Olympic Games, just getting used to being in venues, managing weight over such a lengthy period if you have the good fortune to get through a tournament. But with half of the third and final round gone, it appears as though Salcedo, short of a miraculous turnaround, will be exiting this in the first preliminary round. 17 boxers contesting the women's flyweight bracket. Nice uppercut landed by Kobiecka at short range. Nice pot shot right hand landed by Salcedo. So, as suggested by her credentials, no doubt that she knows what she's doing up there, but she's meeting an opponent in Kobiecka who knows just that much more, who knows that much more at this stage of their careers. Kobiecka looking to go through her repertoire here. Salcedo covered up well. Action now back to the space of center ring, and you see on the exchange of jabs, where neither of them landed cleanly, it was Kobiecka's jab which backed up Salcedo. And of course, differences in physicality, maturation, who knows what weight class these women will end up at. But that is why, with athletes developing at different rates, youth success isn't necessarily an indicator of success in the senior ranks. But I think there can be little doubt as to who's prevailed in this opening contest of session number 3 here at the Hala Legianov. And it will be the home boxer, Alexis Kobiecka, who will be going through to the second preliminary round, a round of 16. This the only contest, with there being 17 boxers, the only contest that's taking place. So Kobiecka will go through to make it a perfect 16, 17 minus 1, and that's going to be at the expense of Gisele Salcedo. Here's the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from red corner, Kubicki Alexis, Poland.
So Alexis Kobiecka with a dominant display in this opening contest of the third session of boxing. She's through to the final 16 in the women's 51 kilogram flyweight tournament, and that is how she did it. A couple of 10-8 rounds there from the judges from Italy and Croatia. That 10-8 round coming in round number 2, sweeping all 3 rounds across the board for the scoring judges.
Bout number 46 in ring K. 54, 57 kilograms. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Hungary, Varga Beata.
So we move up to the 57-kilogram featherweight division for our
And
next
the
cluster of
opponent
bouts here
in
at
the
the
blue
Ulster
corner,
2021.
representing
This one between boxers
India,
from Hungary and India.
Poonam. Judge 1, Moldavia. Judge 2, Malaysia. Judge 3, Czech Republic. Judge 4, Taipei. Judge 5, Singapore. Referee, Villarino Manuel, Argentina.
So there is the Hungarian boxer, Beata Varga. As we see judges from Moldova, Malaysia, Czech Republic, Chinese Taipei presiding over this one, among the 5 presiding over this one. And there is the Indian boxer, already out for her second bout of the tournament, and that is Poonam.
Good, PP. Good, beta. Good.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. 57-kilogram featherweight action. The boxer wearing blue competing in her second bout in 2 days, and that is Poonam, the Indian sensation from Haryana province. She was absolutely blistering yesterday, and it looks as though she's picked up to make this round 4 of that contest rather than round 1 of her second contest, looking to put her opponent on the end of straight shots right from the opening bell. And those are the punches she used so well. The Asian Continental Champion, down at 54 kilograms. The championships in Mongolia last year, and look at how she's found the range immediately. Snaking left hand, bringing about a standing count because it was followed by a cluster of shots, lashing out on the end of long arms from Poonam. Standing count in the opening minutes issued against Varga. And Poonam going onto the front foot immediately, looking to maintain and indeed increase her advantage, landing with a right hand and a left hook, and Varga, well, she's in danger of being overwhelmed here. Poonam really aggressive, and it's effective aggression through the first half of this opening round. Second standing count of the contest. The Argentinian referee ensuring that the safety and the welfare of Varga is paramount. Now remember, only a maximum of 4 counts permitted, but with 2 standing counts in practically the first half of the bout, well, first half of the round, this bout could be over in the opening round, because Poonam is in unforgiving mood here, backing up her opponent and piercing her defenses with accurate punches from both hands. Left-right combination once again, then it's followed by another 1-2 cluster. And Varga hasn't been able to get into the contest in any way, shape or form. Head jolted back once again. The towel has come in just as the referee was waving it off. And so we will have a victory. Is it going to be abandoned or RSC? But either way, there is no mistake that Poonam, the Asian Continental 54-kilogram champion from 2019, has got her sights set on World Championship gold here, carrying on from where she left off yesterday. to produce a unanimous points decision victory over Valeria Arboleda of Colombia to arrive at this stage, and she just came out of the blocks at full speed. Varga not able to get into the contest. Here's the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by RC in first round is the boxer from blue corner, Poonam, India.
Terrific display by Poonam. 2 bouts under a belt. And winner by RSC. The contest waved off by the referee just as the towel was making its way from the seconds of Varga in the red corner. A terrific performance. And Varga with a Poonam
Next
with a
bout
serious statement
after
of intent.
10 minutes in ring A.
So, we mentioned earlier on that there's been discussion here at Kielce 2021 as to whether AIBR are going to continue what has been a long-held convention of contests rolling on, or whether they're going to try and start them at approximately prescribed times. And you just heard the announcement from the public address announcer that we are indeed going to have a gap before the next bout starts. A first round stoppage. Again, we talk about the responsibilities that fall upon the shoulders of athletes and coaches. And I've been at many tournaments where boxers who are following a contest that has come to an early conclusion in the first round get caught out, and they're still strapping on head guards if they're youth boxers, or still completing the hand wraps and getting gloves on and have to rush to the boxing ring. But here, by following this manner, they've got an idea as to when the time is going to be. So there is going to be a short intermission here in ring A ahead of the next contest, which will be in the women's 57 kilogram featherweight division between boxers from Mongolia and Kazakhstan.
Round 2. Seconds out, please. Third round.
Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 47 in ring A. 54-57 kilograms. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Mongolia, Tuksaralgal Nomin Erdene.
So the action resumes here in ring A. Making her way to the boxing ring
And she's
is
opponent
Nomin
in the
Erdene
blue corner,
Tuksarjal.
representing Kazakhstan, Serik Nazerke.
Nazerka Serik
Judge
from
assignment.
Kazakhstan
Judge one,
is her opponent.
India. 2, Hungary. 3, Bosnia and Herzegovina. 4, Croatia. 5, United States of America. Referee, Ravi Rai, Scotland.
And there is Tugs Jargal, 17 years of age. National championships under her belt as we see judges from India, Hungary, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Croatia, and the United States of America scoring this one. Here's Tugs Jargal's opponent, Nazerka Serik, 17 years of age, and a whole host of credentials on her mantelpiece, including continental title success. The junior ranks 2019. Ravi Rai of Scotland is the referee.
Round one.
And we are underway. 57-kilogram featherweight action. Woman in red is Nermeen Erden Tugs Jargal. 17 years of age, facing off against the fellow 17-year-old, the southpaw wearing blue, is the highly decorated Nazerka Serik of Kazakhstan. As well as her continental success. Serik comes in as the reigning national youth champion, adding to the continental success that she enjoyed in 2019, where she took a junior national title that year as well. Roughhouse tactics on the inside, but Serik keeping her composure as she had a forearm placed into her forehead from Tugs Jargal. Nice use of the legs to skip away from the attempted combination before stepping back into range with quick feet and scoring with a right-left combination. Right jab was short on the subsequent attack, but the left hand was on the money. Good use of the feet once again from Serik to cause Tugs Jargal to fall short. She's using lateral movement wonderfully, just skipping left and right, looking for her own counter, and the second left hand was a beautiful pot shot after the first one was wide of the mark. Left cross out of the southpaw stance and then whipped it down to the body. Really looks as though she's beginning to find the range now against her Mongolian opponent. Both boxers with single shot successes during that exchange. Fencing with the lead hand continues with 2 minutes gone in the round. Serik cutting a very relaxed figure indeed, employing the layback to good effect just to make her opponent miss. Oh, beautiful counter left hand from Serik, but she was met by a left jab in response as she tried to get out of harm's way. This time she leads off. Right jab, left cross combination success for Tugs Jargal, for Serik, who's going down to the body effectively as well. And looking for the right hand there was Tugs Jargal. She feels that she had success because she raised that right glove in acknowledgement of the punch that she thought landed as a scoring shot. Left hand not too far away from Serik. Beautiful right hand around the corner from Serik. It was long, but the arm was bent. Oh, and boxing after the belt was Tugs Jargal. Serik not interested in retaliating. First round in the book. Confirmation that it has been swept unanimously in favor of Serik. Very good display from the southpaw in the opening round. So some of the action from that first 3 minutes. Serik getting onto the front foot, but also, as well as leading off, she was also content to wait. And there's a beautiful left hand out of the southpaw stance. She did get picked off by a left hand in return. Very good reflexes in evidence from Serik
Seconds
over the
out,
course of that
please.
opening round, and on that occasion leading off to score with the right jab.
Round 2.
So into the second round then. The first round taken unanimously by the Kazakhstan boxer in blue, out of a full-strength Kazakhstan boxing team. 10 women, 10 men. As mentioned previously, there's a good left jab scored to the body by Tuksjargal. There is such a fantastic tradition of Aiba and Olympic-style boxing in that Central Asian nation. Mongolia, highly accomplished nation as well, of course. And Tuksjargal clearly knows what she's doing, but again, at this type of pace, as evidenced there, it's Serik who was able to have the greatest success, and I just wonder, has Tuksjargal got to do something different? Because when she's allowed to box on her own terms, Serik, she's proving to be the better operator. Tuksjargal is having moments of success, but mostly they're being nullified and met by stiff counters like that right jab out of the southpaw stance. Even during that exchange, it was 2-for-1 in favor of the boxer in blue. So I wonder, what can Tuksjargal do differently? Shaping up effectively, moving around the ring nicely, but when the exchanges occur, when they're in range, it's generally the boxer in blue who's having the better of them. Nice left jab was a scoring shot from Tuksjargal. Oh, shots exchanged. Right hand was a landing shot for Tuksjargal. Nice right jab, snaked out by Serik. Again, I just left with the impression that Tuksjargal has got to be busier than she's demonstrated so far in this second round. There's a nice long looping left landed by the boxer in red. It seems to be Serik who is controlling the distance and the tempo of this bout, just as she moved in there to score with a bent arm backhand. Left landing half hook, half uppercut while her elbow was still cocked. Beautiful left hand to the body and right hook upstairs landed by Serik. Oh, that's a beautiful left cross followed by a right hand from Serik, firing those punches from around her belt line. And again, Tuksjargal landing scoring shots in that exchange. But for my money, it is Serik who is getting the better of these exchanges here. And she's the one dictating the territory in which they occur and the time at which they occur. She appears to be in pretty good control. 10-9 for the second straight round. As Erika Serik, a 2-point lead for all 5 of the scoring judges. So some of the action then from the second round. Both boxers moving around the ring in light-footed fashion. But look at that. Terrific left cross, not set up by a right hand, straight down the pipe. Scoring shot. One that got the attention of the boxer in red.
Seconds out. Round 3.
So as we move into the third and final round, the boxer in red, Nomin Erdine Tuksjargal, has got it all to do. She's conceded the opening 2 rounds, 10-9 for all 5 of the judges. Walked into a beautiful stiff right hand lead by Serik once again. Tuksjargal, well, she's in with an accomplished operator in the form of a former European youth champion or the 2019 youth champion, as she gets through with a left cross once again. It was countered by a left jab from Tuksjargal. These exchanges just indicative as to the tenor in which this bout has been fought. When Serik's back came onto the rope, she was picked off by 2 punches from Tuksjargal. She needs more of that type of success without reply. Beautiful left cross once again. Serik looking so relaxed up there in the boxing ring. Not disrupted, not taken out of a rhythm or flow. And look at how she's able to use the space of the ring. Float backwards towards the ropes, now back to the comfort of center ring, making her opponent miss. Tuksjargal employed good movement to make sure that she wasn't countered. But it's Tuksjargal upon whom the onus is to do something different here, because she's the one trailing by 2018 for all 5 of the judges. So we're beyond the midpoint of the 3rd and final round. Good left hand whipped into the body by Serik. Right hand success to the body from Tuksjargal. Again, Tuksjargal having success in these exchanges, but she didn't have the final word there. A beautiful left hand shot out from around the belt line before Serik went walkabout to increase the distance between her and her rival. Some terrific punch picking from the boxer in blue. Tuksjargal just hasn't been able to produce the quality she needs without reply as she bids to go through to the round of 16. 18 boxers contesting this weight class. It's the first outing for both of these 2 operators. Poonam in the previous bout boxed in the first preliminary round, the round of 32 on the opening day of Kyoto 2021. Well, unable to produce the stoppage or the huge 3rd round that she would have needed to get back on terms, let alone ahead. It is Serik who will be progressing through to the round of 16. This is the round of 16, so through to the quarterfinals. After prevailing here. We see some of the action from the 3rd and final round. Tuksjargal just not able to up the tempo as she needed to do after the first 2 went against her.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is blue corner Serik Nazarke, Kazakhstan.
And there's confirmation of a unanimous points decision victory for Nazarke Serik. Final round scored 10-8 for the judge from Croatia. A very good display indeed of relaxed punch picking from the southpaw. There's confirmation of the 10-8 round on the scorecard of Naeem Ramaj. Tuksjargal, accomplished operator, but not able to compete with the skill of Nazarke Serik in this round of 16 contest, and it is the Kazakh boxer who goes through to the quarter-final stage. Now 1 win away from the medal, where she will face off against Poonam. What a contest that promises to be.
Please welcome boxer from Germany, Berthold Emily.
So we remain in the 57-kilogram featherweight division. We're going through to the quarterfinals. This one
And
between
his
boxers
opponent in the blue corner,
from Germany
representing Russia,
and
Kantemirova
Russia.
Alina. Judge 1, Kyrgyzstan. Judge 2, Moldavia. Judge 3, Italy. Judge 4, Ukraine. Judge 5, Kazakhstan. Referee Bin Abzan Malzan, Malaysia.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner is bout number 15 in the referee by unanimous decision. From the red corner.
So there is the German boxer, Emily Perthold. Suiting up in the red corner. Her opponent, a highly decorated Russian, more on her in a moment. As we just take a look at the judges who will be scoring this one. They're from Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Italy, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan. So Russia we're here with a full complement of 20 boxers and athletes in each of the weight divisions in both the men's and the women's tournament. Aslan bin Hamza of Malaysia is the referee.
Round one.
So we remain in the 57-kilogram featherweight division. It's the fourth bout of the third session of boxing here in Ring A. This one between athletes from Germany and Russia. The German boxer is Emily Perthold, 19 years of age, 2018 national junior champion, fifth in the continental event, European Championships that year. Her opponent, Alina Kantamirova, 18 years of age, bronze medalist in the European Youth Championships in 2020. But was top spot on the podium the year before that. Comes in as the reigning two-time national champion of Russia, having taken a junior title up at 60 kilograms in 2018. So she's a weight division down here, this 57-kilogram featherweight action. Exchange of jabs and a nice right hand before backing up, scored by Kantamirova. And it's rough on the inside as both boxers are applying arm bars and headlocks and forearms into the face. Malaysian referee immediately speaking, well, it was mainly directed in Kantamirova's orbit, that talking to. Left jab to the body wasn't too far away from Perthold. She did get through the left jab to the head on that occasion. So looking to establish that lead left hand. In and out with the feet is Perthold, but she was picked off by a 1-2 there. And Kantamirova. Physical on the inside once again. Perthold pushing off her opponent with that right hand. So long with the attempted 1-2, the right hand shooting over the back of the head. And again, it's a physical affair on the inside between these two. Perthold looking to establish that lead left jab. Neither boxer really finding the range with any sustained success. A lot of shots going long, and that's why you're seeing, but that was a good right hand landed by Perthold, but a lot of shots have been going long, resulting in forearms being landed. And the hair cannot distract either the boxer or the opponent. See some type of do-rag beneath the red head guard of Perthold. Just required a bit of adjustment from the second at ringside. Plenty of exchanges. As The Russian boxer Kantamirova circling off effectively to her left in the closing stages of that opening round. Competitive opening round indeed. Lots of physicality in evidence. It's Kantamirova who has taken it 10-9 across the board. All of the judges favoring her work. Well, that was the type of territory where a lot of the first round was fought. Mauling, grappling, wrestling on the inside. Very physical in between. There were some scoring shots landed.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round we go then. Germany here with a 13-strong boxing team. 5 women, 8 men. Nice left hand landed by Perthold. Looking for the same shot once again, but she was met and matched with the same shot from Kantamirova. Nice left jab landed by Kantamirova. Lots of energy being expended by the bustling, bobbing and weaving style of Perthold, and it got her into range to land a right hook there. Came around the corner of the left glove of the woman in blue, looking for the same shot once again. Kantamirova moving both clockwise and anti-clockwise, remaining in the space of the ring, very relaxed up there. Feinting with the feet and with the hands is Perthold as the two boxers exchanged jabs when they came into range. Right hand was a nice shot from Perthold. Boxers fall into a clinch once again. Neither boxer really taking the opportunity to work away. Two rangy 57-kilogram featherweights. So neither of them, you would suggest, ideally built for work on the inside, but at this type of territory, they are effective indeed. Beautiful punch picking, nice lateral movement, both left and right, particularly from Kantamirova. Perthold remaining in pursuit of her opponent, looking for that right hand lead as he launches in with another attack once again. Very untidy on the inside when the two boxers come together. Perthold triggering off with the feet once more. Once again, they find themselves entwined at close range. So Perthold trying to work away, almost as though she was knocking on a door, the way she was coming down with that right hand. And when you remember, the do-rag had to be adjusted beneath the headgear, and she eats a left jab. Perthold, the referee may have to intervene once again. Oh, Kantamirova doing a good job there, saying, well, listen, I'm not doing anything. Meanwhile, her humerus is clamped down on the back of the neck of the boxer in red. Her upper arm just holding Perthold in place so she couldn't work away. Perthold trying to bob and weave her way into her own punching range. It's an exchange of shots once again. Nice right hand was the final shot of that coming together. Perthold looking to increase her aggression. An untidy second round in many respects. Both boxers landing notable punches. And for the second straight round, it is Kantamirova who has swept the board. 10-9 for all of the scoring judges here at the Halle Legionov.
По сторонам чуть-чуть раскручивай, не надо сильно. Можно тяжко чуть под одноименную ногу, вот раз в сторону, троечку.
Время проходит, соберись, настройся, доработай, ты начала вязаться,
Seconds out, please.
Показывать, руки наверх и все.
Round 3.
So into the third and final round. And the boxer wearing red, Germany's Emily Perthold, needs a huge round here just to get back on terms. Nice left jab landed by Kantamirova, and you're just left with the impression that at that type of distance, she is going to prove to be the better operator. Perthold looking to crowd her, but in doing so, she's got to make sure she doesn't crowd her own work. Because often when the boxers get into mid-range, as Kantamirova lands another jab before getting up on her toes and moving in an anti-clockwise direction. Now she's back moving laterally to her left, clockwise around the clock face. But here is where it gets untidy and physical, and the two boxers wrestling with one another at close range. Right hand to the body. Didn't find the range from Perthold. But again, Kantamirova turning her back. An example as to how untidy it becomes when the boxers get into short and mid-range. Nice left-right landed by Kantamirova. Right hand lead was an effective shot. So beautiful right hand from Kantamirova, who has turned southpaw. Just presenting a different posture to Perthold. No boxer working away at close range. Now Perthold tries to, but my goodness, clamped up tightly on the inside by the long arms of Kantamirova. Terrific punch picking by the boxer in blue. Nudging away with a free right hand is Perthold, but look how untidy it is on the inside. Kantamirova back to the orthodox stance now. After switching her feet momentarily in this round a few moments ago. Well, almost holding and hitting. And the referee on that infringement immediately. Final half minute of the round. It's been a scrappy contest. It's going to be, short of something calamitous befalling her, it's going to be Kantamirova who will go through to the quarter-final stage. So 10-second clapper has sounded. Left jab landed by Kantamirova. And it will be the boxer in blue who goes through to the last 8. No doubt in unanimous fashion at the expense of Germany's 2018 national junior champion, Emily Perthold.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the blue corner, Alina Kantamirova, Russia.
So there's confirmation of a unanimous point decision victory for the rangy Alina Kantamirova, 2019 European Youth Championship gold medalist, through to the quarter-final stage. Emily Perthold taking the final round for the judge from Kazakhstan, otherwise 27-30 in favor of the boxer
Bout
in the blue
number
corner.
49 in ring A, 54-57 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Belarus, Muliarchek Marina.
So we remain in the 57-kilogram featherweight division. Final bout of this cluster of featherweight contests.
In the blue corner,
This one between boxers from Belarus and Uzbekistan.
Turbidekova Sitora. Judge assignments: Judge 1, Czech Republic; 2, Taipei; 3, Singapore; 4, Hungary; 5, Argentina. Referee: Sean Rees, United States.
Well, there is Marina Młodzieżowe. Multiple national titles under her belt, most recently last year here at featherweight in the National Youth Championships. European bronze medalist in 2019. We have observers presiding over this one from the Czech Republic, Chinese Taipei, Singapore, Hungary, and Argentina. There's her opponent from Uzbekistan, Sitora Turdibekova. Been 19 years of age in May, Turdibekova. Sean Rees just checking the equipment of both boxers.
There we go. Just the headgear. So, thank you. Boxer. Red. Next clear. Keep your heads up. Do not hit the back of the head. No holding. Punches below the belly. Okay? Touch close.
Well, the difference in stature gives you an idea as to the tactics that are likely to be employed here. Either way, Sitora Turdibekova from Uzbekistan has got to try and find a way inside the range of the boxer in red. Easier said than done, of course, when you're dealing with a boxer as accomplished of Młodzieżowe. Turdibekova, national championship success of her own. She finished with a bronze in the championship last year, but has occupied top spot on the podium the year before that in the youth championships in 2019. She's onto the front foot now and lands a beautiful right hand, which just disrupts the boxing stance of Młodzieżowe. She's holding on for a moment just to get her composure once again, and then she's hit by a left hook on the retreat. So again, we talk about height and range and length and reach, but you have to be able to utilize them to make them advantages. Quick feet serving. Turdibekova well able to trigger attacks and get in and out without reply. Again, with a scoring with a straight left jab inside the longer arms of her opponent in red. So fencing with the lead hands, the two boxers. Młodzieżowe again beaten to the punch once again. As she was looking for her own left-right combination, it was Turdibekova who was able to land a scoring blow. Right cross was an effective shot for her. Neither boxer really finding their range during that coming together. Turdibekova looking to drop down with a straight left hand to the body. It was a glancing blow. Młodzieżowe hasn't really got her radar working. The right hand over the top wasn't a bad shot. And if you've got a more compact operator such as Turdibekova trying to get inside your greater reach, well, the uppercut is always a valuable asset in that regard. Will Młodzieżowe begin to bring that into play? Exchange of punches there. Arcing shots landed by Młodzieżowe. It was straight shot success for Turdibekova. beautiful right hook left jab landed by Turdibekova again. Nope, still 10 seconds to go. That's the bell from ring B. We've got a gong here at ring A. Right hand success once more. Turdibekova dropping down to the body and scoring with a right hand just above the belt line. Nice to see that respect between the two boxers. But Turdibekova with a brilliant display of bustling boxing over the course of that opening 3 minutes. And there's confirmation, 10-9 across the board in favor of the boxer from Uzbekistan. Młodzieżowe not able to find her range in any sustained type of fashion throughout that opening 3 minutes, and you have to credit Turdibekova for her lack of success.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So into the second round then. Oh, that's a beautiful right hand once again. Such quick feet in evidence from Turdibekova, able to close the distance and walk her opponent into punches like that. She's had right and left hand success so far. Młodzieżowe, perhaps, well, she will be aware that she's conceded the opening round unanimously. She's trying to get onto the front foot. That could be luring her into the traps that Turdibekova is looking to set. She's demonstrated her speed of reflex with both feet and hands. And if she senses that Młodzieżowe is coming, there'll be a quick adjustment. And a cluster of punches like that, left, right, left, both to head and body, landed by Turdibekova. And Młodzieżowe just struggling to get to grips with this opponent. Right hand over the top, not too far away from Turdibekova. There's a good right hand landed by the boxer in red. Just dropping her head as she's looking for her shots over the top, Młodzieżowe. It's vital that she keeps her eyes on her opponent. She hasn't demonstrated the ability, even though she's gone onto the front foot in this second round, hasn't really demonstrated the ability to change the tempo at this point. And maybe a tempo change is what she needs, because at this type of tempo in the contest, Turdibekova appears very comfortable indeed. And she's the boxer with the advantage, having taken the opening round across the board. Again, it's led off by Turdibekova, and the right hand was a scoring shot. Both boxers working away on the inside, the referee allowing them to do so. But it's Turdibekova leaving you with the impression that she got the better of that exchange. Rough house tactics being employed by both boxers. Adjustment's going to be required to the head guard of Młodzieżowe. She puts the chin strap back to where it should be by pushing down on the head guard. There's a good right hand landed by Młodzieżowe. But a more eye-catching right hand of the cross variety landed by Turdibekova. Second round in the book. Młodzieżowe, well, I feel she's going to have it all to do as we prepare to go into the third and final round, because again, for the second straight round, it is Turdibekova who has taken it 9-10, 10-9 in the boxer in favor of the boxer in blue. And so a 2-point advantage on the cards of all 5 scoring judges. Right hand proving to be a very effective shot once again from Turdibekova. And the 2019 European Championship bronze medalist. On the verge of being eliminated here.
Second out, please. Round 3.
Well, in this battle of national champions from Belarus and Uzbekistan, it is the Uzbek national champion who has the upper hand. She's leading 2018 for all 5 scoring judges after 2 rounds of boxing where she has been very composed and invariably controlled the terms on which this contest is being fought. Młodzieżowe has not been able to do anything discernibly different, but she needs that now because the manner in which she's boxed in rounds 1 and 2 is what's put her in this position. Does she have the repertoire to change? And that's not a criticism because some of the greatest boxers of all time often can only box at one way. Front foot fighter, if you force them to go backwards, they become a completely different entity. So too, a back foot boxer, if they have to go forwards and take the fight to the opponents, nowhere near as effective as in their preferred mode. But Młodzieżowe has got to try and find something or demonstrate a different side to her game here, because she is just a couple of minutes away, less than a couple of minutes away from elimination here. And it will be the boxer in blue who will go through to the quarter-final stage to face off against the European Championship gold medalist Kantamirova in the next round. We're midway through the 3rd and final round, and again, Młodzieżowe just hasn't been able to step on the gas and increase the tempo or the intensity. She's trying, she got onto the front foot there, but again, then it comes back to this type of distance, and she's not able to get over that front foot and make use of her longer arms and greater reach. It's often a formidable prospect facing off against a tall, rangy, aggressive fighter who looks to get you on the end of straight punches while marching forwards. That's not Młodzieżowe's style, but perhaps she needs an element of that here in this 3rd and final round. Because again, at this type of pace, it is going to be Turdybekova who will be going through almost at a canter because she's not been made to be uncomfortable at any point in this contest. She set her stall out early, set about her opponent, and has taken the first 2 rounds for all five judges. Physical once again on the inside as the 10-second clapper has sounded. And that'll do it. Very good display produced by Sitora Turdybekova. Got out of the gate quickly, establishing her left jab and right cross, and even though she's the more compact operator, she scored effectively with straight punches, particularly in rounds 1 and 2. In the 3rd round, just got the impression that she didn't press as much as she might have because she was secure in the knowledge, thanks to Aiba's live scoring system, that she just had to keep herself out of harm's way. She certainly did that, but throughout the first 6 minutes, she produced some eye-catching offense indeed. Here's the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the blue corner, Sitora Turdybekova, Uzbekistan.
So Sitora Turdybekova goes through to the quarter-final stage, and she will be facing off against Elena Kantamirova of Russia. That bout scheduled for the 18th of April in the afternoon session, and that is how she did it. All 3 rounds scored 10-9 in her favor. A comfortable victory for Sitora Turdybekova.
Bout number 50.
And Młodzieżowe,
in ring A,
2019 European Championship bronze medalist, is out
into the red
in the
corner.
2nd preliminary
Please
round.
welcome boxer from Kazakhstan, Shanmakatanova Skolets.
So we're going up to the women's 60-kilogram lightweight division.
And
this
she's
is the
opponent
contest
in the
between
blue
boxers
corner, representing Italy,
from
Golino
Kazakhstan
Daniela.
and Italy.
Judge assignments, Judge 1, Moldavia. Judge 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina. Judge 3, United States. Judge 4, Malaysia. Judge 5, Scotland. Referee, Villarino Manuel, Argentina.
So the judges from this for scoring this one are from Moldova, Bosnia-Herzegovina, the United States of America, Malaysia, and Scotland. There is Daniela Galino, her second bout of the tournament, having competed in the first preliminary round to book her place here in the round of 16. She's a unanimous points decision winner with a very good display of boxing up on her toes. Her opponent from Kazakhstan is the boxer wearing red, Shuldiz Shaykhmetova, preparing for her first bout of Kielce 2021.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. Boxers from Kazakhstan and Italy facing off in this one. The boxer wearing red is Shuldiz Shaykhmetova. Her opponent is the Italian representative, Daniela Galino. So Shaykhmetova up on her toes and lands a beautiful left hand which just disrupts the rhythm, and there's a snaking left jab cracked into the face of Galino once again. Very patient, Shaykhmetova. Both boxers up on their toes, and the movement of Galino was a notable feature of her work yesterday. But terrific use of the left hand to both head and body being established in the opening minutes by Shaykhmetova. So Galino trying to get onto the front foot, but she's walked into a cracking left hand, but then ran into a single pot shot success of Galino. Heavy shots being exchanged in the opening half of this round. Shaykhmetova back to range, stepping in with quick feet, launching a left-right combination, but it was short. Right hand was long from Shaykhmetova, but the jab was on target in that two-shot cluster, and there she's using the lead left hand effectively once again. Oh, an exchange of backhands between the boxers there. So 2 minutes gone in the opening round. In this one, a contest of high skill between two patient boxers. Glancing right hand from Galino. Just caught the glove more than anything else. Shaykhmetova. Galino edging forwards now, but that right hand has been a trusty weapon for Shaykhmetova. She's established her lead left jab, but not afraid to throw the right hand lead on occasion. Glancing blow just above the belt line, perhaps not landing with sufficient force to be a scoring shot from Shaykhmetova. There's been constant movement from both of these boxers as Galino lands with a good right hand, and Shaykhmetova found herself close to the ropes. Good left hand to the body landed by Galino. Shaykhmetova swinging and missing. So an opening round of high skill between Shaykhmetova and Galino. Shaykhmetova with some terrific punch picking. And she has taken the opening round across the board. So some of the action from that opening round. Shaykhmetova starting quickly. Galino having her successes. The greatest success, particularly with that backhand in the form of the right cross coming from Shaykhmetova.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
So this battle of national champions into the second round. Daniela Galino, 2019 European Championship silver medalist in the 57-kilogram featherweight division, facing off against Shaykhmetova, who has a fistful of national titles in her trophy cabinet, including the reigning championship from the event earlier this year in Kazakhstan. Nice right hand landed by Galino. Both boxers content to hold their hands low, but again, a solid right cross landed by Shaykhmetova. And Galino hasn't really been able to evade that punch on a consistent basis. Shaykhmetova just employing the philosophy of, well, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. No adjustment has been made by Galino. She lands with a good left hand, the boxer in blue. Nice use of the left hand by Shaykhmetova. And again, Galino coming forwards, but nice creation of angles by Shaykhmetova. Just continuing to pile up points for her. And again, neither boxer working away on the inside when they're being given the opportunity to throw punches by the referee. Beautiful left hand landed by Galino. An arcing shot, swooped underneath and found the target. Galino landing with a left jab during that exchange. So Galino landing with a right hand, but again, during the course of the exchange, Shaykhmetova had her success as well. She snakes out a left hand and jolts it into the head of Galino. Nice use of the gloves to block the offense that was coming in her way. Nice right hand lead landed by Galino. But a very clean contest, this one, between two very skillful boxers. Oh, that's a cracking left hand, snaked out by Shaykhmetova. It was the right hand that was serving her well in the opening round. Here in this portion of the second round, she's trying to utilize her lead left hand. She just took a single shot success from Galino a few moments ago. Right hand over the top is a scoring blow from Galino. Closing seconds of the second round. Galino coming forwards, pinning her opponent to the ropes. Two shots to the body. Maybe straying below the belt line, but they're on the blind side of the referee. Shaykhmetova just looked a little bit uncomfortable there. So more physical in the closing stages of that second round. Galino with her successes, and that is why she has got a split of the second round. Judges B and C scoring in favor of the Italian boxer. Judges A, D, and E preferring the work of the reigning Kazakhstan national champion. So it is all square, 19 points apiece for judges B and C. The other three judges have it 20 points to 18 in favor of Shaykhmetova. And you see the responsibility of the officials. The timekeeper was on the left of screen, making sure that this interval is no longer than a minute. Clap has sounded for when 10 seconds are to go. And then the gong will be beaten to signal the start of action for the third and final round. All square, on the scorecards of judges B and C. 1 round apiece, 19 points apiece. Judges A, D, and E have scored both of the completed rounds in favor of Sheikmetova, who's looking to get up on her toes and establish that lead left hand once again. Beautiful left hand landed by Galino, but it was countered by a left jab from Sheikmetova, who then drops down with that same shot to the body after she scored with it to the head. It's proving to be a really disruptive shot because Galino is the boxer who is almost invariably on the front foot. She needs to adopt that posture now because she's the boxer trailing in the contest. She needs a big final round. Terrific punch picking during that exchange. The final word from Sheikmetova, and the ponytail coming out of the head guard, which causes the Argentinian referee to call time. Galino going to need some adjustments. Her coach keen to get her back to the corner and fix the ponytail. No limit as to the length of hair permitted in AIBA boxing, but it must not interfere with either the boxer, who is the owner of the long hair, or indeed the opponent. So the headdress has been removed, ponytail tucked in, the action resumes. Terrific exchanges, Galino getting through with right hands, but the ponytail has come out of the head guard once again. Galino appears to be distracted by that. Sheikmetova helped herself to 2 shots down the middle. And for the second time in rapid succession, adjustments required to the head guard of Galino. So no coaching permitted during that interlude, and the action resumes once again. Both boxers back into the pocket, both boxers looking to score with hurtful straight shots. Galino with a left jab, but look at Sheikmetova try and have the first and final word in these exchanges. Good use of the left hand, both boxers trying to establish the most basic combination in the coaching manual, the left-right being used frequently by both of the boxers. Leaning on as we approach 2 minutes gone. Galino, remember, down 2018 for 3 of the judges as she scores with the left hand, but Sheikmetova with a terrific left hand to lead off that combination. Really do have to admire the skill that's on display here between these reigning national champions. It's Galino who comes in with continental podium success in her trophy cabinet. With her second bout in 2 days as she lands a good left jab, but she's met by a right hand. Sheikmetova had her success, but then was put on the back foot by a cluster of punches. Mouthpiece almost came out, I thought, from my position here at ringside. Managed to keep it in position. Terrific 1-2 landed by Sheikmetova. Galino with success of her own. Fantastic exchanges to conclude this contest. A cracking affair between the boxers from Kazakhstan and Italy. Juldi Sheikmetova and Daniela Galino combining to produce a wonderful contest to determine who will go through to the quarterfinal stage of the women's lightweight tournament. One suspects, given the state of the scorecards going into the final round, it is going to be Sheikmetova who progresses, but make no mistake, that third and final round was competitive indeed. Here's the verdict. Remember, Sheikmetova was up 3-2, 3 for 3 judges, 2018, 1919 on the scorecards of judges B and C. That third round was tremendous. How will it be scored?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here's the
the
announcement.
winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from the Red corner, Shulder
And it's a split
Selankova,
decision victory
Kazakhstan.
for the boxer from Kazakhstan. Shuldiz Shaykhmetova prevailing on a 4-1 split. And you really do have to admire the work of Daniela Galino, who conceded the opening round unanimously, but stormed back to take rounds 2 and 3 for the judge from the United States of America. But a 4-1 split, 28-29 for the judge from Bosnia-Herzegovina as well, but judges A, D, and E scoring all 3 rounds in favor of the boxer from Kazakhstan.
Women's
And the
light,
2019
57
European
kilograms.
Championship
Into the
silver
red
medalist
corner,
Daniela
please
Galino
welcome
eliminated
boxer from
in the
Germany,
second preliminary round.
Ani
It is Shaykhmetova who
Adokian.
progresses to the quarterfinal stage. She'll be in action in 4 days' time here at Kielce 2021.
And his opponent in the blue corner, representing France, Sabrina Belhakatra. Judge assignment, Judge 1, Kazakhstan, 2, Italy, 3, Malaysia, 4, Kyrgyzstan, 5, Moldavia. Referee, Kabilyan Sai Ashok, India.
So there is the German boxer, Annie Manoukian. Just getting her head guard fitted over in that red corner ahead of her opening bout of Kielce 2021. We've got judges from Kazakhstan, Italy, Malaysia, Kyrgyzstan, and Moldova who will be scoring this one from their positions at ringside. Sabrina Belkhadra of France is her opponent, wearing blue. Ashok Kabilan Sai is the referee from India.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. 60 kilogram lightweight action between boxers from Germany and France. The boxer wearing blue is Sabrina Belkhadra, 2018 national junior champion in the 60 kilogram lightweight division. Plenty of multi-nations experience under her belt. This is her first competition on the global stage. Her opponent is Annie Manoukian from Germany. That's the boxer wearing red, coming forward behind a long left hand and finding the range on a couple of those jabs. So Manoukian trying to get onto the front foot, find a home for her punches. Manoukian, 18 years of age. Comes in here as a bronze medalist from the 2019 European Championships in Romania, looking for a right hand around the corner there. Terrific right hand landed by Manoukian. To establish her lead left hand is Belkhadra. Turned a shot underneath, which wasn't too far away before an untidy tangle ensued. Nice left jab landed by Belkadra. And again, she's looking for that uppercut underneath against a slightly shorter opponent, but a terrific shot landed by the German boxer in red. She gets onto the front foot, encouraged by that, and looking to cut off the ring as Belkadra moving anti-clockwise to her right. Good left hand landed on the inside again, jolting the head back of the French boxer in blue. So it's at range once again. Both boxers trying to think and work their way in. Beautiful left hand landed by Belkadra. Reverse 1-2, not too far away from Manoukian. Nice left hand landed again, this time snaked up from the belt line by the boxer in red, but look at that straight left from the shoulder landed by Manoukian. Right hand is an effective shot by Belkadra, backing up the German boxer as she looks to regain her boxing stance and her composure. Belkadra just helping herself to a cuffing shot around the corner before the bell to conclude the opening round. And there's evidence of just how keenly contested it was. A 3-2 split in favor of Manoukian. Belkadra's work preferred for judges A and E. But again, at a fair reflection of the opening 3 minutes we witnessed here, where both boxers had success in similar territories. Lead left hands were effective shots for both of these athletes. And occasionally, Belkadra produced an uppercut. There's a chopping right hand landed by the boxer in blue. But look at that right hand in response landed by Manoukian. Competitive affair of high skill, this one.
Out. Round 2.
So into the second round then. Left hook landed by Manoukian, but countered by a left jab by Belkadra. Plenty of give and take in evidence in this contest so far. Nice left jab to the body landed by Manoukian. It was a stiff, straight shot that went into the torso of her opponent. Nice double jab. We haven't seen that shot in evidence too much in this contest, or indeed throughout the tournament. We've seen plenty of single jabs, but the double jab can be such a disruptive, effective weapon. Manoukian using it to good effect there, but look at that left hand landed on a hook variety by Belkadra. It was a long hook, it was looping around the corner, but she landed it twice in quick succession, catching the advancing Manoukian. So Manoukian looking for her own left hand once again, making Belkadra made Manoukian fall short as the boxers at range. Both of them occupying the prime real estate of center ring. As Manoukian lands with a good left jab, a right hand causes Belkadra to become disorganized. And while she was getting reorganized, the left hook came around the corner from the German boxer in red. Good portion of the round for Manoukian, but Belkadra, well, she'll be aware of that, and she looks to get her own get back. As Roy Jones, the Olympic silver medalist from Seoul '88, was so fond of saying during the course of his glittering professional career. Got to get him some get back. That is what Belkadra was looking to do after that period of success for Manoukian. Belkadra lands a good right hand that causes Manoukian to back up, then turns a shot underneath. Terrific two-way action here with 2 minutes gone in the second round. Belkadra looking for a classy counter straight right cross. And again, successful offense being launched by both fighters, producing terrific exchanges. 2 minutes and change gone in the second round. Remember, the first round, a 3-2 split. Belkadra looking for that uppercut underneath, but just couldn't find the range. But she did find the range during that cluster. First and third boxing produced by the woman in blue. So Manoukian back into the mix. A left-right-left combination with a final left jab was a scoring shot. approaching the 10-second clapper at what has been an action-packed second round as the boxers step back into the pocket and find their range once again. Eye-catching shots landed by Manoukian. The binding on her right glove threatening to come loose. That's going to have to be adjusted in the corner. Or maybe we'll see the veteran tactic of it being left so some time can be bought at the start of the third round. And again, it's a 3-2 split, and the split is identical. Judges A and E preferring the work of Belkadra. Judges B, C, and D preferring the work of Manoukian. So it is 20-18 across the board, 3-2 in favor of the German boxer in red. The 2019 European Championship bronze medalist Annie Manoukian of Germany.
Immer wieder die Hose teilen. Das ist ganz wichtig. Das machst du richtig gut. Richtig gut machst du das. Du bist eine Kämpferin.
Aber du bist so eine Boxerin, hast du verstanden?
1, 2, 3.
Immer eine Finte vorne weg und dann mal eine
Seconds out, please.
Meine Kleine, auf geht's. Let's go.
Den Kampf ziehst du.
Je termine. J'ai 3 minutes.
Round 3.
So into the third and final round, and a contest that is very much in the balance, but remember it's a 2-round split. Across the board, terrific shot landed by Manoukian, and crucially, with 5 scoring judges in operation, a 2-point advantage on 3 of the cards resides in the favor of Manoukian. Belkadra needs a big final round to overturn the 2-point deficit for one of those judges. She has got to dominate, but she's been put on the end of straight punches. She's aware of that and remains in the pocket, going in search of her own success. Manoukian momentarily turning her back on her opponent. So Belkadra not finding the range. She was put on the end of a left jab just a few moments ago, but there she most certainly did crash home a single shot success. Belkadra. Exchange of jabs followed by backhands. Jab off the back foot is a nice shot landed by Manoukian. Belkadra. Put on the end of a right cross there, the woman in blue. Now who can produce a big finish as we approach the midpoint of the third and final round. It's been a cracking contest so far. More success landed by Manoukian, but it was followed immediately by a successful salvo by Belkadra. Belkadra backing her opponent up. Good use of the feet and the ring by Manoukian to turn her opponent, put her back to the ropes, but then that's reciprocated by Belkadra. 2 operators who are demonstrating their skill here. But in many respects, these 2 boxers proving to be the equal of one another, and that is why it has been so tight on the scorecards. Remember, there's a subjective element to boxing as well as to whose style you prefer. Both boxers proving to be the equal of one another in so many facets of the game. Straight punching, bringing the backhand into play, ring generalship as well. Final 30 seconds as Belkadra, short with a jab, but continues the attack to try and put Manoukian on the ropes. So, closing seconds of the third and final round. And this has been, in many respects, a repeat of what we've witnessed in rounds 1 and 2. Nice shots turned underneath by Belkadra, but I don't think it's going to be enough for her to overturn the deficit and book her place in the lightweight quarterfinal. But make no mistake, these 2 boxers combining to produce an absolutely magnificent contest. Plenty of ring IQ on display between these 2. They were aware when they were scored upon, and they invariably tried to get back immediately. Terrific straight punching from Manoukian. Straight punches in reply from Belkadra, but she had success with uppercuts underneath as well. Terrific contest. Both boxers will go to center ring to await the verdict. But remember, the woman who's already at center ring, Annie Manoukian, was up 2018 for 3 of the 5 scoring judges.
Winner by split decision is the boxer from the red corner, Annie Manoukian, Germany.
So Annie Manoukian, a split decision victor over Sabrina Belkadre. Sabrina Belkadre, the 2018 French junior national champion, prevailing on a 3-2 split. Incredibly close. And look at that. The same scoring in evidence once again.
Bout number 52
Tight affair indeed.
in the ring K.
But it's Manoukian
Women's
who prevails to
57,
go through
60
to the
kilograms.
quarterfinals of
Into
the
the
women's
red
lightweight
corner,
tournament.
please welcome
Belkadre
boxer
playing her
from
part in what was a
Hungary,
cracking contest.
Rebecca Dobos.
So we remain in the women's 60 kilogram lightweight
And she's
division.
opponent
Boxers
in
from
the blue
Hungary
corner.
and Uzbekistan will contest our
Iforuza
next bout.
Bekova, Uzbekistan. Judge assignments. Judge 1, Taipei. 2, Argentina. 3, Czech Republic. 4, Bosnia and Herzegovina. 5, Singapore. Referee, Dmytro Lazarev, Ukraine.
So the judges scoring this one from Chinese Taipei, Argentina, Czech Republic, Bosnia-Herzegovina and Singapore. The 10-point must system in effect here at Kielce 2021. Dmytro Lazarev of the Ukraine is the referee. There is Dilfuza Bekova of Uzbekistan, suiting up in the blue corner ahead of the opening bell.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. Women's 60 kilogram lightweight action between boxers from Hungary and Uzbekistan. The woman wearing red is Rebecca Dobos, 18 years of age, reigning national champion of Hungary. Took a European junior bronze medal in 2019. Her opponent is Dilfuza Bekova of Uzbekistan. So bobbing and weaving her way forwards is Dobos, but patient back foot punch picking in evidence from Dilfuza Bekova, 18 years of age. Comes to the boxing ring as a national championship silver medalist from the Uzbek national championships that were held last year. Well, Dobos looking to crowd her opponents on the ropes. She matching the accomplishment of her opponent from Hungary by coming away with a continental bronze as she's skipping back and forth, back foot to front foot. Bekova trying to disrupt and distract her opponent. Two boxers with plenty of international experience competing on the global stage here for the first time. Kielce 2021. Nice left jab landed by Bekova. Holding and hitting from the boxer in blue. She gets back to range, looking to establish her own straight punches. She's the slightly taller of the two. You can see it seems to be her preference to be on the back foot if the opening 2 minutes are anything to go by thus far. Dobos on the front foot, closing the distance, looking to walk down her opponent. But standing her ground now and landing with a cuffing right hand, which may have been with the inside of the glove to render it a slap, was Bekova. Nice use of the feet from Bekova, just to cause Dobos to fall short, but that meant that Bekova wasn't in range either. So no successful offense landed by either boxer. So Bekova holding her feet, was caught by a right hand as Dobos came in. It's untidy on the inside. Dobos trying to work away. The 10-second clapper has sounded. And there's the bell to conclude the first round in this 60-kilogram lightweight contest in the round of 16. And it is Bekova who has taken it across the board, 10-9 from all 5 of the scoring judges, as we take a look at some of the action from that opening round.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
Into the second round we go then. Yeltsuza Bekova starting with a good left jab. After sweeping the open round unanimously, Dobos and her team will be aware of that, and that's why she's come out with greater urgency. But she's been met and indeed matched and raised, because Bekova landing with some terrific punches, uppercuts underneath, jolting the head backwards of Dobos. And her aggression being neutralized by some terrific pot shot punch picking from the boxer in blue. That's a good single right hand, and then the same shot again as Bekova's back touched the ropes. Dobos with a double right hand success, rolling her way into punching range, waiting for it with hands that are ready to strike from her belt line. Here's Bekova. And then Bekova with a rear forward foray. Again, appears to be principally a back foot boxer. She lands with a flashy right uppercut on the retreat. Oh, risky tactic there from Bekova, leaning on and just holding her arms out in perpendicular fashion, and that presents a whole side for Dobos to try and tee off on if she elected to do so, because the referee didn't call stop or break. Dobos landing a left hand. For the uppercut is Bekova. So Bekova again employing good movement of the legs, just skittering around the perimeter of the boxing ring. Takes a right hand there from Dobos, standing and waiting in the corner, and Dobos accommodating it by getting the better of that exchange. Nice left hand catapulting off the ropes, landed by Bekova, looped around the corner and around the outside of the right hand of Dobos. The referee's warning Bekova with the call of no holding. And while she wasn't holding, Dobos was looking to score with her own offense. Because again, she held her arms out in perpendicular fashion. Bekova backing off and then re-entering the pocket once again. That's a beautiful right uppercut turned underneath by Bekova. The chin of Dobos was wide open and Bekova found it with that right hand at close range. Bekova continuing to try to bob and weave away on the inside, but she's made to pay the price with a left jab and then a left-right combination on the bell. Very good start and conclusion to the round by Dilfuza Bekova of Uzbekistan wearing blue. So 10-9 for 4 of the scoring judges. Judge E preferring the work of Dobos in that round. So it's 19-19 for that particular observer, 20-18 in favor of the boxer from Uzbekistan after 2 completed rounds.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
Well, this battle of continental bronze medalist from the 2019 edition. European Championship bronze for Dobos wearing red, Asian Championship bronze for Bekova in blue. It's proven to be an absorbing affair indeed. Dobos taking a share of the second round for Judge E. The other 4 judges have scored both of the completed rounds in favor of Bekova, who's produced some really eye-catching punches. The right uppercut in particular, and there's a right hand again as she was backing up. Right hand over the top, and that's when she gets onto the front foot while she's letting her hands go. Generally, she's the boxer on the back foot, seemingly trying to set traps to draw in her opponent just like that, but then once she starts to let her hands go and those punches are flowing in clusters, she's able to walk forwards at the same time and sustain the pressure in bursts. But it's Bekova who needs a big final round. It's Dobos who needs a big final round as Bekova lands another good right hand. Often not setting that shot up with a jab, just trusting her range and reflexes to fire it home without setting it up. There was a lead left hand. Landed with the bent arm and then followed by a right hand. Dobos remaining undeterred, continuing to try to walk down her opponent. Bekova, well, that's a dangerous tactic, turning your back while on the ropes. Dobos would have been well within her rights before the call of stop to haul off on what would have been effectively an open target and land 3 punches. Only friends you've got up there in the boxing ring are your left and your right. Can't expect any favors from your opponent. As long as it's within the rules, keep punching and obey the referee's commands. But most importantly, protect yourself at all times. And on occasions in this contest, Bekova hasn't done that. Demonstrating that she's not holding on, she's held her arms out straight. And here in the third round, she got her back on the ropes, turned away and went walkabout. Dobos would have been well within her rights to tee off and land legal punches. So closing seconds of the third and final round. Dobos hasn't done enough for my money to overturn the deficit that she faced on 4 of the 5 scorecards. Bekova catapulting herself off the ropes. And Dobos continuing to close the distance with quick feet and look to maraud her way forwards. But the insurance that Bekova got in the bag over the course of the first 2 rounds, for my money, will be enough to see her through to the quarterfinal stage of the women's lightweight tournament. Some of the action from that third and final round.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the blue corner, Bekova Dilfuza.
And here's confirmation of a points victory for Dilfuza Bekova. 5-0 unanimous points decision verdict in her favor, 28-29 across the board. A fair indication as to just how competitive it was. You see Dobos taking the final round for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. Just 1 point in it, all 5 favouring the work of the boxer from Uzbekistan. Dobos playing her part in a really absorbing contest, but it's Bekova who goes through to the quarterfinals of the women's lightweight tournament.
And she's opponent in the blue corner, representing Romania, Marin Loranda Andrea. Judge assignment, Judge 1, Hungary, 2, Italy, 3, Scotland, 4, Croatia, 5, Malaysia. Referee, Bakitsan Bekpepenov, Kazakhstan.
So judges from Hungary, Italy, Scotland, Croatia and Malaysia scoring this one. And this contest will see boxers from Ukraine and Romania facing off for a place in the last 16, excuse me, in the last 8. This is the last 16 stage. So a place at the quarterfinals is the prize that awaits the victor. Referee from Kazakhstan.
Round 1.
So the final bout here in the women's 60-kilogram lightweight tournament of this 3rd session of boxing is between athletes from Ukraine and Romania. The more compact figure wearing red is the Ukrainian representative, Kristina Yushchuk. Consecutive national titles, making a seamless transition from the junior to the youth ranks, picking up back-to-back national titles in 2019 and 2020. Her opponent, a far taller athlete, waiting patiently. Loredana Andreea Marin of Romania. So again, the puzzle clear that Yushchuk has got to try and figure out that she's put on the end of a right cross there, and that is it epitomized. How does she get inside the longer reach of the boxer in blue without paying a heavy price? Can she employ a double jab? Can she employ good head movement to enjoy the straight shots that are invariably going to be snaked out in her direction? And Marin looking as though she's finding the range here, but she's put on the end of quick fire lefts from Yushchuk. Again, the shorter boxer finding the range with her own left jab, courtesy of quick feet to get her into range. Right hand around the corner was just a little bit long from Yushchuk. Marin looking for that right hand once again, but it was blocked effectively by the left glove of the Ukrainian boxer. But look at the left jab success for Yushchuk. The jab so often about timing But there, that was a long left hand, timed beautifully by the taller boxer Marin. Roughhouse tactics employed by Juszczyk, tossing Marin to the canvas, pounding her gloves together as she's keen to get back into the mix, back into the fray. Left jab is an effective shot, and that really, Marin, you suspect, could use that like a trip hammer, just to frustrate the efforts of Juszczyk as she tries to get into range. Because when she didn't keep that left hand out in front of her, like she's doing through this portion of the round, Marin and then brings a right cross behind it, followed by a left jab. But when she didn't do that, well, it was Juszczyk who had success with her own left jab, despite being the shorter of the two boxers. Juszczyk threw with a straight shot just a few moments ago, followed by a right hand. But look at that for a beautiful corkscrew left hand from Marin. Marin content to concede ground and allow Juszczyk to get almost inside her jersey. Left hand snaked out right on the bell, a scoring blow from Marin. So Marin taking it 10-8 for two of the judges, but a clean sweep of the opening round in favor of the Romanian boxer. Some of the action from the first round. Juszczyk had her moments, but when she let her hands go and was concentrated, it was Marin who was in control.
Seconds out, please. Round two.
So into the second round we go then. Two-time national champion of Ukraine, Krystyna Juszczyk, facing off against the reigning continental gold medalist, Marin, taking that title in Budva, Montenegro, in the 60-kilogram lightweight division last year. A whole fistful of national titles under her belt as well, including the most recent one, which was contested in 2020. Or Juszczyk, as game as they come, but she's put on the end of a cracking right hand and wasn't able to land a reply because Marin pivoted out of harm's way. But boxing at her own pace here is Marin. Nice left jab landed by Juszczyk, but one suspects she's going to have to sustain the attacks, keep them coming, because if you're trying to get one for one, well, that's the price you have to pay. Juszczyk landed a left jab, but she took a left-right while she was trying to get it off, and then a left-right once again, causing her own single shot to miss by some distance. Marin just giving the air of a boxer who's in complete control here, almost contemptuously dropping her hands, not to disrespect her opponent, but to show her that she is in control. And that can play tricks in the mind of a boxer, particularly if you're built on the tenets of an orthodox left jab, as Juszczyk appears to be, despite her comparatively diminutive stature. You can see she's a very correct boxer. But look at the spearing right hands being shot out repeatedly by Marin. Terrific punch picking. Juszczyk remaining committed to her task, but it's Marin who is in complete control here in the second round. 2 minutes gone, and Marin doing everything on her own terms. Again, almost making like a mirage, presenting a target that appears to be open, and indeed Juszczyk did take advantage there, but it was an exchange of shots. But Marin will be keen to make like a mirage, present something that appears to be open, but it isn't really there. And while Juszczyk is trying to set up, she's just flicking out left jabs that are causing Marin to be disrupted, and she has to reset and try and come again. Marin feinting with the feet now. Or the right hand through, which was partially blocked by the left of Juszczyk. But Juszczyk being presented with a really difficult problem to solve here. Again, Marin using the boxing ring magnificently. Now up on her toes, floating left and right. Wonderful lateral movement. Juszczyk trying with a shot to the body, And there, when she gets into that territory, well, her head was pulled down, but surely the more compact figure has got to bustle away with punches in and around the belt line. Second round in the bag, and one suspects it's a clean sweep once again in favor of the reigning European champion. And indeed it is, this time 4 judges, making it a 10-8 round in favor of Marin. Well, she really settled into her work in that second 3-minute stanza, did Marin. Terrific display. Despite the commitment being demonstrated by Kristina Juszczyk, it wasn't enough to overturn the wonderful ring craft being exhibited. 2 right hands down the pipe, shaking it out before spearing it home.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
So into the third and final round then, both literally and figuratively. Kristina Juszczyk, the boxer wearing red from Ukraine, is facing a tall order here because she has got to overturn a monumental deficit. 4 of the 5 scoring judges made it 10-8. Remember, in AIBA boxing, that suggests it was a clear round. 10-9 used to score a close round, 10-7 total domination. And remember, unlike professional boxing, as Marin continues to spear out left and right straights, you don't have to put the boxer on the floor for it to be scored in that favor. Right hand brought underneath by Marin, and you have to admire the competitiveness of Juszczyk. But again, given that she's used to winning, the 2-time national champion of Ukraine, here on the global stage, this is the biggest tournament of her career, she's looking to acquit herself and show her talents in the best possible light. But it is Marin who is orchestrating things magnificently here. And again, Juszczyk, well, she was made to change direction and then put on the end of a stiff left jab that backed her up. Terrific work from Marin. And Juszczyk with a little bit of success of her own, but it is sporadic compared to the consistent punch-picking prowess being demonstrated by Marin. Juszczyk has really got to try and end this contest inside the distance. But again, when you're being fed a left hand like that in repeated fashion, that gives you an idea as to just how difficult a task it is. But Juszczyk is remaining committed to it. She lands a left hand, which brings louder exhortations from her corner. Just to the right of our commentary position here at the Hala Legionov. Good right hand to the body landed by Juszczyk, but it was countered immediately, and then a looping left hand as Marin continues to demonstrate the wide-ranging repertoire that she possesses, landing just about every shot in the book. But the straight left hand, the straight right hand have been profitable indeed. As Marin, again, almost on cue, spears out the right hand. She shakes it out, locking and loading. Just waiting for the launch now. This time it came behind a left jab. Beautiful corkscrew left hand landed by Marin, who has demonstrated just about every punch in the book and boxed her way to a superb, unanimous points decision victory, which will take her through to the quarterfinal stage against, again, a boxer who is going to be shorter than she one suspects. It's Bekova who awaits at the quarterfinals. And that promises to be a contest of high skill indeed. But Marin, absolutely superb. Opening her account here, the European champion, with a superb display. And she will storm through to the quarterfinal stage of the women's 60-kilogram lightweight tournament. All we need is confirmation.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the blue corner, Marin Loredana Andrea, Romania.
Well, there is confirmation of a unanimous points decision victory. And just look at the margins on the scorecard. Complete domination demonstrated by Loredana Andrea Marin, the reigning European champion, in complete control from opening bell to last. And she goes through to the quarter-final stage where the boxer from Uzbekistan, Dilfuza Bekova, awaits. At contest scheduled for the evening session on the 18th of April. What confidence
Bouts
Marin will take into that
54
last
in
eight
ring
affair.
A. Men's light fly, 46-49 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Italy, Dinotto Salvatore.
So up next, we turn our attention to the men's 49-kilogram light flyweight division, the opening contest
And
in
his
this
opponent in the blue
trio
corner,
of light flyweight bouts to come is
representing
between boxers
Estonia,
from Italy and
Alan
Estonia.
Morozov. Judge assignments. Judge 1, Czech Republic. 2, Kyrgyzstan. 3, India. 4, Moldavia. 5, Ukraine. Referee Lin Chia-chan, Taipei.
So the judges scoring this one are from Czech Republic, Kyrgyzstan, India, Moldova, and Ukraine. Our opening contest in the men's 49-kilogram light flyweight tournament here in Ring A. Our referee is from Chinese Taipei.
Round 1.
So the opening bell then, in this 49-kilogram light flyweight contest between boxers from Italy and Estonia. The Italian boxer is a southpaw wearing red, Salvatore Dinotto. 2018 National Championship silver medalist. His opponent, fellow southpaw, is Alan Morozov. Light flyweight bouts so often characterized by high punch output, but both of these demonstrating patience, both of these boxers, to begin this opening bout of their campaigns. Nice right jab landed by Morozov, and he explodes into range behind the same shot once again. So Dinotto on the front foot momentarily before the fighters fell into a clinch. Plenty of patience being exhibited by both boxers here. Left hand to the body, just threatened to stray around the rear from Morozov. Short with the attempted 1-2 was Dinotto, as he was with the follow-up. Neither boxer really finding their range with any consistency. We approach 2 minutes gone in the opening round. Good right hand landed by Dinotto. Nice right jab landed by Morozov. But again, neither man looking to work away at short range. Speculative right hook fired out by Morozov. Considerably short. He's winging in big punches, is Morozov, but not looking to set them up with the jab. Denoto trying to establish that lead shot there. Here's a good left hand to the body, and he turned it into a left cross to the head, did Morozov. 2 solid punches landed inside the closing 10 seconds of the first round. And it's 10-9 across the board in favor of Alan Morozov from Estonia. Some of the action from that opening round.
Seconds out, please. Rounds 2.
Into the second round then. Morozov sweeping the opening round. 10-9 for all 5 scoring judges. And it's he who is on the front foot in pursuit of his man. He did get through with a good left cross there. Morozov, Denoto coming forward behind a jab, but the backward movement of Morozov causing him to fall short. Well, Denoto using the space of the ring takes a hard left hand to the body from Morozov. Snaking right hand not too far away from the boxer in red, who comes forward, but he's walked into 2 cracking punches. Hook and an uppercut landed by Morozov. Targets the body once again. Now, really, that's not Denoto's call to call for timeout. Clearly was a low blow. You have to wait for the intervention of the referee. Can, of course, take a knee. And a standing 8 count will be issued and then given time to recover if it's deemed to be a low blow. Warning will be issued in direction of the boxer who has committed the foul. But just to stop and call timeout was an increasing trend in Olympic-style AIBA boxing that I've noticed in recent years. Not sure that's within the boxer's wherewithal to call for time to you can draw the referee's attention to it, but as the mantra says, you have to protect yourself at all times. Terrific shot landed by Denoto. Left-hand attempt by Denoto was long, ended up landing with the inside of the wrist almost. The closing seconds of the second round. Left hand landed as the 2 boxers come together once again. That's a beautiful right hand, perhaps the best shot of the entire contest landed by Denoto. Right hook catching the boxer in blue as he was coming forward.
Quella è la chiave giusta. Tuo fluido, la chiave giusta. Tuo fluido,
So, Judge C preferring the work of Denoto in that second round. The other 4 judges scoring as they did the first, 10-9 in favor of Denoto. He landing the greater volume of effective punches.
Respira profondamente, piano. Mancano 3 minuti. Oh, mancano 3 minuti. Che siamo venuti a fare qua? Tira fuori tutto.
Adesso
Tutta la critica che c'è dentro.
ci siamo tutti. La chiave è quella lì. Sgancio, montante e diretto. Ok?
Second out, please.
Non farlo venire. Tutto.
Vai. Dai.
Round 3.
Has he been sent out without his mouthpiece? Well, he was just asking for a slug of water, Denoto, but surely that's what the 60-second interval is for. Well, that is a lengthy interlude. And again, Denoto taking matters into his own hand. The time, seconds out was called, the bell sounded, but Denoto decided he wanted to have a little bit more of a chat, get some more instruction, get a shot of water, and then ask a few questions while his face was being wiped. And now we're going to have a warning issued against Denoto, not keeping his head up. So Denoto's problems mounting by the second here, trailing 20-18 for 4 of the 5 scoring judges. After 2 completed rounds, he was tardy, exiting his corner to begin round number 3, and now he's being hit with a warning for dipping his head repeatedly. And Morozov, encouraged by that. Again, I'm not quite sure. Was there a command of stop here? There's no crowd in attendance. I didn't hear it from the referee, but perhaps there was a command issued up there in the boxing ring. Nice left hand landed by Morozov. And Denoto, out of a 15-strong Italian. And again, was that hitting on the break? There was a clear command of break there, so Morozov, the guilty party. Oh, that's a beautiful left hand, completely swiveling the head of Denoto, and then he takes a hard left hand to the body from Morozov. Morozov increasing his dominance in this third and final round, a contest where he is in complete control. Up 20-18 for 4 of the judges. Denoto then hit with a warning for not keeping his head up, and he ships another big left hand. That causes him to become disorganized. All of the momentum now behind Morozov as we move into the final minutes of this third and final round. Well, Denoto comes back with an arcing left hand of his own. That's a good left hand landed by Denoto. But short of producing a single finishing shot, he needs volume and he needs to score without reply. Spoken to about landing punches with the inside of the glove, and that's turned into a kidney punch. But that is the reason why Denoto turning his back. I suppose you could say he was attempting a defensive maneuver. But either way, infringements committed by both boxers. The kidney punch landed by Denoto. Beautiful right, the kidney punch landed by Morozov as Denoto lands a good right hand. But Denoto turned his back, and a 10-second clapper brings about a burst of activity from both boxers before they fall into a clinch, and it will be Alen Morozov, part of the 5-strong Estonian boxing team, 4 men, 1 woman, and he will be going through to the next round in the men's 49-kilogram light flyweight division. That'll be the round of 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by unanimous decision is the boxer from the blue corner, Alan Morozov, Estonia.
So a double bicep flex in celebration from Alan Morozov, the Estonian boxer, through to the second preliminary round of the men's 49 kilogram light flyweight tournament. See, he did it in dominant fashion, a warning issued against Denoto as well. But a very good display indeed by Alan Morozov. Salvatore Denoto eliminated in the first preliminary round
Bout
of the light
number
flyweight
55
tournament.
in ring K. Men's light fly, 46-49 kilogram. Into the red corner, please welcome boxer from Cuba, Barrera Aura Islam.
So we remain in the 49 kilogram light flyweight division.
And his opponent in the blue corner, representing Turkey, Sinar Mehmetan.
This one between boxers from Cuba and
Judge
Turkey.
assignment, Judge 1, United States, 2, Hungary, 3, Italy, 4, Bosnia and Herzegovina, 5, Argentina. Referee, Vadival Anargarnigarhatan, Singapore.
So there are the scoring judges. United States, Hungary, Italy, Bosnia, Herzegovina, and Argentina are the nations from where the 5 judges hail. The referee is from Singapore.
Round 1.
So to the opening round then, a contest between boxers from Singapore and, from Cuba and Turkey. The Cuban boxer wearing red, Gislan Barrera Aura. His opponent is Mehmetan Sinar of Turkey. Looking for that looping southpaw left is Chinar. Lands it once again against Barrera Aura. Comes from that magnificent Cuban tradition. Recent vintage, of course, we've had the tiny giant Johannes Argelagos, 2-time AIBA world champion in 2015 and 2017 in the senior ranks. In and around that weight class, the Cuban's so effective. This is the first international event for Barrera Aura. He's got his hands full here against his tall opponent, Chinar. For a straight right hand to the body was Barrera Aura, but short of the range. Both boxers feinting with the feet. Right hand to the body, not too far away from Barrera Aura. Well, nice left hook landed out of that southpaw stance by the boxer in blue. Onto the front foot now is the Cuban representative, but he's walked into 3 punches from Chinar. Well, again, and well within his rights. Again, that's what I was talking about, asking for time from the referee. Protect yourself at all times, and this is exactly what we referred to. The increasing trend of boxers taking matters into their own hands, not waiting for the command from the referee, and Barrera Aura, as is well within his rights, before the command came, helped himself to a blistering body shot right on the belt line of the man in blue. Really is a risky tactic to try and take matters into your own hands. Draw attention to it, of course, but you must protect yourself up there in the boxing ring. Barrera Aura did let a few punches go after the command of stop, but that has shifted the momentum in his favor here, because on the resumption, it is he who has landed a good left hand, dropping down effectively with the right hand to the body once again. Here's the man in red. And he's struggling with that head guard. He just appears a little bit ruffled now, does Chinard. Roughhouse tactics being employed by the Cuban boxer in red. Good work to the body once again by Barrera Aura. Backing the boxer from Turkey into a corner, but unable to unload with any effective offense. But he's been spoken to a couple of times now about leading with the forearm, Barrera Aura. First round in the book. And for my money, there was a distinct change in momentum there. And there's confirmation. 10-9 across the board in favor of the Cuban boxer. Chinard started effectively, but as the round progressed, Barrera Aura began to find his range, and there was a moment where he was looking to effectively call time out. But that's not Barrera Aura's concern, and he continued to unload punches, and they were clean scoring shots as well. A belting shot to the body, followed by a couple of clean punches upstairs. And ultimately, he did let some punches go when the referee issued the command of stop. But prior to that, well within his rights, and that's where it transpired just after after Chinard was adjusting his head guard.
Round 2.
So into the second round then. First round swept unanimously by Barrera Aura. Chinard picked off by a rapier quick left hand from the more compact operator. Chinard now trying to get onto the front foot. He'll be aware that he's conceded the opening round across the board. There he lands a good southpaw left that served him so well in the opening minutes of the opening round. Chinard looking to get onto the front foot. Barrera Aura confident in his reflexes and timing as he whips a bolo right hand into the body. Just above the belt line of the boxer in blue, but he's going to have to watch how he conducts himself here, because he's been spoken to on a few occasions by the referee as he goes in search of a left-right combination downstairs. Flailing left hand glances the head guard of the man in blue. There's a beautifully picked right cross with his back to the ropes, landed by Barrera Aura. Good punch picking in the pocket, landed by the man in red. Nice defensive maneuvers to sway from the waist and cause the shot from Chinard to fall short. Good work to the body once again. Body punching, an art in itself, and Barrera Aura is demonstrating that art magnificently here in this contest. Good variety of punches to the body, now bringing in right hand leads around the corner. Chinard getting back to punching range, but he's unable to take or make use of his attributes of greater range and reach. So Chinard increasing the distance, tried for a left cross, but the right hand which followed it out of that southpaw stance was a scoring shot. Barrera Aura, though, unperturbed, continues to come forwards, and right-left success for the man in red. So this closing minute of the second round, Barrera Aura stalking his man, walking down his taller opponent, closing the distance, and Chinard He's being kept occupied by the presence of the man in red. He's not able to snake out the right jab that would keep the advancing boxer at bay. Looking for that bolo shot to the body once again was Barrera Aura. Couldn't find the range, he shook it out afterwards. Closing seconds of round number 2. Right hand success landed repeatedly by Barrera Aura. Saunters back to his corner. One suspects it will be another round in favor of Barrera Aura. It indeed is in favor of the man from Cuba, but a 4-1 split rather than a 5-0 clean sweep as it was in the first. Some of the action from that second round.
Second out, please. Round 3.
Into the third and final round then. It is all square for Judge D, 19 points apiece, because that observer favored the work of Çınar from Turkey in the second round. All of the other judges scoring in favor of Barrera Aura in rounds 1 and 2. Beautiful counter right hand landed by the Cuban boxer wearing red. And again, a good illustration of how the shorter boxer can use timing to score with a lead left hand despite being in possession of shorter arms. Switch to southpaw from Barrera Aura, changing his feet, looking to put on a bit of a show here in the third and final round and assert his dominance. Now he's back to the orthodox stance. Çınar just hasn't been able to get to grips with this multifaceted Cuban boxer. Demonstrated that he can operate in so many ways. On the front foot as a stalker, up on his toes as a boxer. Now using the space of the ring by engaging reverse gear. Çınar has really got it up the tempo here. In many respects, he may have to go for broke, but this is a very composed individual, Barrera Aura. Çınar having difficulty closing the distance and getting into his own punching range, because look at how he's able to expand and contract the boxing ring just as he chooses. Barrera Aura whips in that right hand to the body once again, and then hitting on the break against the rules from Barrera Aura. Nice left hand landed by Çınar. Barrera Aura, just get the impression, seeing this one over the line now. He did turn it up earlier on in the third round. He'll be aware, his corner will be aware that he is the man in control. So not really looking to exert too much energy or indeed engage in anything risky. If it isn't risky, boxing with your hands down by your sides, that is. So Çınar unable to produce the inside the distance finish that he needed, given the way the first 2 rounds had elapsed. And it will be Yislan Barrera Aura, one suspects, will have his hand raised as the victor here and go through to the next round of the 49-kilogram light flyweight tournament.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from the red corner, Yisan Barrera Aura, Cuba.
So Yislan Barrera Aura, a split decision victor. 4-1 in favor of the man in red. The judge from Bosnia-Herzegovina clearly scoring rounds 2 and 3 in favor of Chinar. But the right man has won, and it's Yislan Barrera Aura, who has established himself as a contender for a podium place on the evidence of his performance here in his opening contest. 4 of the 5 scoring judges scoring the final round in favor of Chinar. 29-28 for those 5 judges.
In ring K,
Sean Reese from the United States of America scoring all 3 rounds in favor of Barrera Aura, and it's he who
into the
goes
red
through
corner,
Chinar
please
eliminated
welcome boxer from
in the preliminary round.
Kyrgyzstan, Khodziev Anhavazan. And his opponent in the blue corner, representing Ukraine, Pashenko Dmitro.
So our next bout in the 49-kilogram light flyweight division is between boxers from Kyrgyzstan and Ukraine.
Judge assignments: Judge 1, Croatia; Judge 2, Malaysia; Judge 3, Kazakhstan; Judge 4, Scotland; Judge 5, India; referee Luka.
So they're the 5 judges then.
Italy.
They hail from Croatia, Malaysia, Kazakhstan, Scotland, and India. And Vajan Kodziev of Kyrgyzstan getting strapped up over in the red corner. His opponent, Dmitry Pashchenko of Ukraine, undergoing the same process in the blue corner. Luca Vadalonga of Italy is the referee. Everything present, correct, and as it should be. These are just a few moments away from the opening bell in this final light flyweight contest here at this 3rd session of boxing in Ring A.
Seconds out, please.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. Boxers from Kyrgyzstan and Ukraine contesting this contest. And Vajan Kodziev, part of a 9-man Kyrgyzstan boxing team. His opponent, Dmitry Pashchenko, part of a 19-strong Ukrainian contingent. 10 men and 9 women making up their number. And Pashchenko settling into his punch-picking immediately. He's the taller of the 2 boxers, and he's using those attributes to good effect. But there he takes an arcing right hand around the corner from the quick-footed Kodziev. Whipping left hand to the body's an ambitious, flashy shot landed by Kodziev. Skipping in front of his man, switching his feet between orthodox and southpaw. And again, gets inside the range of Pashchenko, who started so effectively, keeping his man on the end of straight punches. Kodziev managing to sneak his way inside behind his fluid movement, lands with a thudding right hand, but I think it was rather a slap landed with the inside of the glove. Oh, Pashchenko being instructed by his corner to get behind his straight punches. Takes a good left hand to the body there by Kodziev. Plenty of dynamism in evidence from both boxers as Kodziev continues to go down to the body, met by a left jab on that trip downstairs, then lands a looping left hand around the corner. Does the flashy Kodziev. Again, he really is a bundle of movement. Lands a good right hand, but he takes a right hand and then a right left in return as he continues to skip in front of his man. But Pashchenko landing with effective singles with that lead left hand. Single left scored once again by Kodziev, seemingly out of range, but closing the distance effectively and efficiently to land with that shot. Switches to orthodox once again. Right hand over the top is a scoring shot. Pashchenko spinning off. This type of distance is the preferred territory of the shorter boxer. So punches in bunches being produced by Kodziev. Couple of shots landed maybe on the bell, could have strayed into the realm of afterwards. But a blistering opening round contested between these two, and it is the greater volume of punches landed by Anvarjan Kodziev, which has seen him take it across the board. 10-9 for all of the judges, and there's an example of his superb punch picking. Dancing into range with quick feet, changing his stance, and landing terrific punches from both hands.
Seconds out, please. Round 2.
Into the second round then. And a blistering start out of the blocks from Kodziev once again. Now Pashchenko trying to stand his ground. Pashchenko rather telegraphing that looping left hand. And look at the quick-fisted flurry in response from Pashchenko. Excuse me, from Kodziev. Nice movement from the man in red to make Pashchenko miss. Physical tactics being employed by Pashchenko. Nice right hand landed once again by the boxer in red. Well, Kodziev really is doing an outstanding job getting inside the longer reach of Pashchenko, and while he's in his own punching territory, landing arcing shots. Look at that for a lead right hand landed by Kodziev. Terrific work once again. Pashchenko comes back with a left hand underneath. Well, he put his hands down by his side and evaded the first cluster of punches, but in the second wave of attack, Kodziev was picked off. He's got a habit or a tendency to drop his hands to show that he's not holding when he's in the pocket, but the referee's not issuing the command of stop or break. And so could well find himself getting picked off as he continues to put his hands behind his back to show that he's not doing anything. And he gets into close range. Good left hand to the body. Did stray low. The referee on it immediately. Terrific right hand over the top, followed by a left from Kodziev. He's then tagged with a straight. And he's making for a frenetic exchange with just under a minute to go in the second round. So looping right hand over the top, off the mark from Kodziev. Nice left hand landed by Pashchenko. Both boxers showing good defensive instincts to weave out of the way of punches, but there it is once again, hands down by his side in at close range. But look at that for a 1-2 success of 2 solid shots, followed by a couple more by Kodziev. Very good opening round of boxing. Both men very busy, but one suspects it's going to be scored in favor of Kodziev once again. What say the 5 scoring judges here at ringside? A 4-1 split this time. So for judges A, C, and A, B, C, and E, Kodziev is up 2 points, 20 points to 18, having taken both of the completed rounds. Judge D from Scotland scoring the second round in favor of Pashchenko.
Seconds out, please. Round 3.
So into the third and final round then, it's all square on the scorecard of Judge D. 19 points apiece, 1 round apiece, with Pashchenko having taken the second round for that particular observer. For the other 4 judges, it's a 20 points to 18 lead, a 2 points advantage for Kodziev from Kyrgyzstan in red. Kodziev operating as a southpaw now and lands a good left cross and then turns a left hand underneath out of the port-sided stance. Left hand over the top once again. And Pashchenko just not able to get to grips on a consistent basis with this box of tricks that's operating in front of him. Kodziev very flashy, very unorthodox, and he's proving difficult to pin down. Nice left hand. Right on the money after the right hand went long. Pashchenko is remaining in pursuit of his mission to make it through to the round of 16 in the 49-kilogram light flyweight tournament. 22 boxers lining up to contest this one. And it's the opening day of action among the smallest boxers in the competition, but a beautiful left hand landed by Kodziev. Again, was told no holding, put his hands behind his back and took a left hook around the corner while his hands weren't in the defensive position. Again, I feel that's a really risky tactic, but it's clearly something that's a part of Kodziev's boxing. Kodziev stealing a glance to his corner just to get some instruction inside the final minutes of this final round. Nice left hand landed by Pashchenko. And again, look at the volume with which Kodziev is able to let his hands go. Exchange of shots at mid-range there, both boxers having their heads snapped back. But again, right-left success by the boxer from Kyrgyzstan in red. A little bit of a shuffle in front of Pashchenko. Closing seconds of the third and final round. Pashchenko looking to get busy once again. Excuse me, Kodziev looking to get busy, but it's Pashchenko who enjoyed success in the closing stages of the third round. But that, for my money, is not going to be enough to overturn the bustling boxing produced by Anvarjan Kodziev. One suspects that it will be he who will be declared the victor here. Very good display indeed I'm a very busy little operator.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by split decision is the boxer from the red corner, Anfarsan Khodziev, Kyrgyzstan.
And here's confirmation of a 4-1 split decision victory in favor of Anvarjan Khodziev. 30-27 for judges A, B, and C. 29-28 each way for judges D and E. And that's how he did it. To conclude the action in the light flyweight division on this third day of competition here at Kielce
Bout
2021.
number 57.
So
in the
one
ring
bout
cage.
remaining.
Men's
13th
super
bout
heavy.
of this evening session, and
91
we go from
kilograms.
one extreme to the
Yes.
other because we leave the
Into
49
the
kilogram
red
light
corner.
flyweight division
Please
and go
welcome
up to the
boxer
heaviest weight
from
class of all, the open weight
Moldavia,
class for the boxers
Porubin
above
Aleksandru Lan.
91 kilograms. This one will be contested between boxers from Moldova and Croatia.
And his opponent in the blue corner, representing Croatia, Korik Josip. Judge assignments. Judge 1, Czech Republic. 2, Taipei. 3, Ukraine. 4, Hungary. 5, Kyrgyzstan. Referee, Baketsan Bekepekeptrov, Kazakhstan.
So the final bout of this third session of boxing will be judged by officials from Czech Republic, Chinese Taipei, Ukraine, Hungary, and Kyrgyzstan. There is the Moldovan boxer, Alexandru Ioan Porubin. The man in the blue corner is Josip Koric. Our referee for this final bout of this third session of boxing is from Kazakhstan.
Round 1.
So we're underway then. Action in the 91 kilogram plus super heavyweight division. The taller boxer wearing blue is from Croatia, Josip Koric. His opponent, more compact operator, wearing red is Moldova's Alexandru Ioan Porubin. So again, tactics clearly evident here. Will Koric be able to establish his range and reach? He turns a right uppercut underneath and immediately backs up his opponent from Moldova wearing red. He's inconvenienced by that hard right uppercut that he took, and Koric is bombing with that right hand in the opening minute of this first round. For a moment he was stationary on the ropes, Porubin, and that is not where you want to be against a rangy, tall, super heavyweight, because you get put on the end of straight punches like that, left-right success, and then an uppercut turned underneath. And it's been a very good opening minute of this first round for the Croatian boxer wearing blue, establishing that lead left hand terrifically. And Porubin pouring with his left jab. In contrast, flailing with it, he takes another right hand over the top. He's tucking up behind high-held gloves. But Koric in pursuit of his man, targeting both body and head, and scoring very effectively indeed. Good work to the body and then a final right uppercut, and hasn't he used that shot effectively, tucking up, trying to repel the punches, but a standing count issued against Alexandru Ioan Perubin, and he appears to be in some distress over in that corner. Got to show the referee that he's okay to continue, but he isn't. And that is because of the accurate, hard-hitting shots delivered by Josip Koric. A first round stoppage by Croatia's super heavyweight here at Kielce 2021 brings about an early conclusion to our only super heavyweight bout of the evening session. It was a blistering start, and the right uppercut was a profitable punch indeed. He used it early, and then eventually he used it often, backing up the man from Moldova, never allowing him to get into the contest, and that a terrific example of how to turn attributes of height and range and reach into assets. Here's the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by RSC first round is blue corner, Koric Josip, Croatia.
So Josip Koric from Croatia producing a first round stoppage, RSC, with less than 2 minutes gone. A terrific display, effective aggression, and he completely overwhelmed Alexandru Ioan Perubin, who was not allowed to get into the contest. But that is what can happen, as we've alluded to previously. Once you get up to the weight classes of 91 and 91 kilograms plus, one shot can turn everything around, and one suspects it was the left jab and right uppercut that caused Perubin's problems. Well, that concludes the third session of boxing here on day 2 at Kielce 2021. It has been an absolutely magnificent session with actions from women's fly, feather, light, and lightweight tournaments, before we moved into the men's bracket with light flyweight action and concluding with a super heavyweight contest. We hope you've enjoyed it. Stay with us for further action, or join us for further action tomorrow from day 3 of the 2021 AIBA Youth World Championships for men and women. It just remains for me, Ronald McIntosh, on behalf of the rest of the team here in Kielce, saying thank you for staying with us, and we'll see you again in the morning for further, or the afternoon session for further action here from these Youth World Championships. Bye for now.